All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really cool breakthrough that's totally changing what artificial intelligence can see and, more importantly, what it can do.
So what are we really talking about here? Look, we're not just talking about an AI that can, spot a car in a photo. This is a massive leap forward. We're talking about an AI that's starting to actually get the context, the intention, all the little details of our visual world.
So to really get why this is such a big deal, let's do a quick before and after. In the past, AI was pretty good at object recognition, right? It could look at a picture and go, yep, that's a cat. Useful, sure, but also kind of limited. Now, this new AI can do what's called visual reasoning. It sees that same picture and gets the whole story. It says, okay, that's a cat, and it looks like it's about to knock over that vase because it's curious. See the difference? It's huge.
And that's the key here. This isn't just some minor software update. No, this is a fundamental generational leap. We're moving from an AI that just describes what it sees to one that can actually interpret it. Okay, so let's get practical. How does this actually change things? First up, our workday. Think about it. So much of our most valuable information is trapped, locked away in stuff that computers have always struggled with. Messy scanned documents, complicated tables, and yeah, even old handwritten notes. I mean, check this out. This is not some neat, typed-out spreadsheet. This is a handwritten merchant's log from the 18th century, and the AI can read that cursive, understand it, and then organize all that information into a clean digital table. I mean, just for historians and researchers, the possibilities here are absolutely staggering.
And it's not just about old text. For any scientists or engineers out there, this is a total game changer. You can literally take a photo of a super complex formula, something you scribbled on a whiteboard, and this AI can instantly translate it into perfect, ready-to-use LaTeX code. Imagine the hours of tedious typing that saves.
This next one is really cool. It shows off a capability called de-rendering. The AI can look at a flat, static image of a chart, in this case a famous one from Florence Nightingale, and it can reverse engineer it. It doesn't just make a copy of the picture. No, it actually pulls out the original data and rebuilds the chart from scratch, making it totally interactive. You can actually play with the data again.
But it goes way beyond just reading things. This is about multi-step reasoning. So here's a great example. It was given a super dense 62-page U.S. Census report. First, it did what's called visual extraction. It went through and pulled all the key data from different charts, tables, and text. Then, and this is the clever part, it used causal logic. It connected those numbers to the policy analysis in the report to figure out the why behind the data. And finally, it compared all the numbers to draw a conclusion. And get this, it actually did a better job on this task than the human baseline.
And that same kind of spatial smarts can be pointed right at your computer screen. Because it can understand all the elements, the buttons, the menus, the text boxes, it basically opens the door for some seriously powerful automation. Think of all those repetitive, clicky tasks we do all day. It can handle those with amazing precision.
All right, let's switch gears and talk about education, because this could really change how we learn. Imagine a tutor, a personal learning assistant that's way more than just a search engine. We're talking about a tutor that can literally see your work and understand what you're doing.
And this brings up a question a lot of us have probably had, right? Especially parents and students. Can an AI actually help with homework in a useful way? Without just spitting out the final answer.
Well, the answer seems to be a big yes. You can just snap a picture of your math homework and the AI will actually analyze your step-by-step process. It's not going to just say, nope, wrong answer. Instead, it'll mark up your work visually and point to the exact line where you made a mistake and then help guide you on how to fix it.
And this isn't just for math. This kind of tool can be used all across the board. It's especially perfect for STEM subjects, where you're constantly dealing with diagrams, charts, and visual problems. It's kind of like having a personalized tutor on call 24/7, giving you feedback in a way that just makes sense.
Okay, now we're getting to what might be the most profound application of all: healthcare. This is where an AI that understands complex visual data could genuinely have a life-changing impact. So this AI is showing state-of-the-art performance when it comes to understanding some of the most complex images you can imagine, things like radiology scans and microscope slides.
And look, this isn't just marketing hype. The AI has proven itself on multiple really difficult medical benchmarks. We're talking expert-level reasoning, radiology Q&As, biological research,
It's passing these tough, expert-level tests with flying colors.
So the real potential here is for this to be an incredible tool for doctors and researchers. It can help them spot patterns and just make sense of all this incredibly dense visual information. Now, it's super important to be clear. This is a tool to assist professionals. It is not, and I repeat, not a replacement for a doctor's diagnosis or medical advice.
So, let's zoom out for a second. What happens when this amazing visual understanding breaks free from just static images and documents? Well, that's when the applications start to expand dramatically.
It can now start to make sense of the moving world, of video. It can analyze high-speed footage to break down to tiny details of a golf swing, for example, or it can watch a long how-to video and just turn it directly into usable code. But what's really crucial here is that it's starting to understand cause and effect, the why behind the what in a video. And that same awareness means it can even give instructions to a robot, telling it how to sort objects in the real physical world.
And really, this is the main thing to take away from all this. We've moved from an AI that just describes the world to one that can actually reason about it. It's the difference between an AI that can give you a list of things in a room and one that can tell you a story about what's happening in that room. That shift from description to reasoning, that's what's going to unlock a whole new wave of innovation.
So that's our explainer for today. We'll leave you with this final thought. As AI starts to understand our visual world as well as we do, or maybe even better, the big question isn't really what it can see anymore. The real question is, what should we ask it to look at next?